Hey guys, welcome to the final round of rapid fire testing. So if you've made it this far, congratulations. You can see that it's not, it's not the easiest thing in the world to set this up properly and test. So this is why we need to charge what we charge, right? Really important that you also start to become aware of that. Now, in this round, what we're going to do at this stage is we have a persona that works, we have an offer that works, and now we are going to try to optimize what we're doing to essentially drop the cost per result, the cost per lead essentially from our ads. So this is where we're really testing the creative in the last round. Now there's three phases to this round. The first phase is we're going to test out different images or ad formats. So for example, you could test out a video, you could test out a slideshow. You're going to be testing that out to the same persona and using the same offer, and it's going to be inside of your conversion objective campaign, but you're trying out different formats or different visuals. Once you find out which one gets you the best results, so that's ideally cost per lead, or it could be even the soft stats, so an ad that gets you really good click-through rates or cheap link clicks. The second round is we test out the headlines if we have a headline in the ad format we're using. So we test out, if you're saying get 25% off your first treatment, you might test out one headline where it says, hey, Dunedin ladies, special offer just for you, and you don't even mention the 25%. Does that get you a better result, for example? And then finally, in the third round, what we then do, once we figured out an image or an ad format that works really well, we now have a headline if we have a headline that works really well. The last thing that we're going to test out is our copy. So here is where we test out long form copy versus short form versus mid form. So we'll have at least 3 ads that we're testing out there. And then we could even test out an ad with emojis for each one of those. So have 6 ads, one without emojis and one with emojis, to see which one of those gets us the better results. So these are essentially the 3 phases of the third round of rapid fire testing. If I go inside of the ad account here, you'll see that I've essentially got my conversion objective campaign here, and I've got the audience that worked really well, and now I've got my offer that worked really well, and I've got the top ad from my rapid fire testing. I've obviously had to edit it so that it had a link instead of send to messenger message. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this, but I'm going to test out different images, and I might even test out a carousel ad here as well. Okay, so I've created a carousel ad because this worked really well in one of our rapid fire tests, and I've done this one with a call to action button. I'm going to duplicate this ad, and I'm actually going to try it out without the call to action button. So I'm going to rename this one. So we go ad number 3, CTA button. And as usual, I'm going to preview my ads. I'm going to add them to the ad approval sheet, get someone in my team to review them, and then get the client to review them. So this is essentially how we set up the first phase of our third rapid fire round. Once I review these stats and I figure out which ad format, I could even roll out a video here or a slideshow and test lots of different things. The next step, once I establish the best images and ad formats, is I'm going to then test out the headlines that I'm using in these ads. So I'm gonna have the one visual, one persona, one offer, one ad format, and then I'll be testing out the different headlines. And then in the third phase, what I'm essentially doing is I'm repeating that process. I'm looking at the stats, the soft stats, just like I did in the first and second rapid fire round, and then I'm essentially testing out the copy.